Do we live in a multiverse? If the multiverse exists, is it possible to travel to other universes? The nature of our reality, as determined by the quantum realm, shows that for every interaction that a quantum particle makes, it collapses to a certain quantum state. For example, every time you measure a quantum particle, your measurement causes the particle to collapse into a particular state. But before measurement, the particle exists in a state of a quantum superposition, a state of all positions at the same time. So, what causes the universe to choose from one quantum state as opposed to another? Everett interpreted that the universe doesn't choose, but rather realizes all possible states. In other words, every time a quantum particle collapses, then the universe splits, each having one quantum state for that particle. This should mean that there could be an infinite number of universes out there, each having a version of you playing out different scenarios. If you have some regret that you didn't ask out your high school crush, the many world interpretation says that there is a version of you in another universe who asked her out and even got married to her. Another theory of the multiverse is much more plausible. This is based on the inflationary theory of the universe, that states that the universe did not start with a Big Bang, but the Big Bang itself is a result of a previous event. The inflationary theory states that the universe expanded very rapidly during the very first moments of the Big Bang, which may have caused the universe to cool down rapidly. Now, it may have been possible that the early universe must have gone through more than one rapid expansion. In fact, an infinite number of rapid expansions created a multitude of universes in the process. Such universes may be separated from each other by regions of inflating space. Such a multiverse can have universes with completely different laws of physics and may be completely inaccessible to each other. These theories are fantastic. Is there any proof or even the slightest clue for the existence of the multiverse? One clue comes from the fact that gravity is weak. Among the four fundamental forces, gravity seems to be the weakest. In comparison, gravity is 1,000 billion times weaker than the strong force. This is very weird. Why would gravity alone be weak? So if the multiverse exists, then our universe is just one among many other universes existing parallelly in a higher dimension called the bulk. Just like slices of bread next to each other, all the other fundamental forces may be confined to our plane, but it may be possible that gravity is leaking into these other planes of the bulk and hence making it weak. A universe like ours can be born with a Big Bang due to collision with a parallel brane universe periodically pulled by this gravity. These periodic collisions with the parallel brane can create infinite cycle of universes. If this theory is true, and our universe is created from a remnant of a previous one, then there has to be some relics left from the previous universe into ours. The cosmic microwave background is the direct proof of the Big Bang theory. This CMB data shows that the universe is not uniform in matter, and there are areas in the universe which are devoid of matter. These voids are called cold spots. So far, there is no explanation for the existence of these voids. There is a theory that says that these voids may have been created because of a collision of our universe with another universe. If this is proven true, then we will have the first evidence of the existence of the multiverse. The conformal cyclic cosmology says that our universe is created from the remnants of a previous one, which must have undergone an expansion just like ours and would have died, becoming a cold nothingness, after which the only objects left in this universe would be black holes. These black holes, after managing to suck all the stuff left in this cold universe, will also die away, losing away energy via the Hawking radiation. This may take billions or even trillions of years. Scientists believe that the remains of the black holes from the previous universe may still be present in our universe. Indeed, the CMB shows Hawking spots visible as rings of light, and one such spot had already been found by the BICEP 2 project. Even with all these theories and evidence, we still can't say that the multiverse exists. So, if the multiverse exists, is it possible to travel to other universes? There are certain solutions to Einstein's general theory of relativity which will allow the existence of wormholes. A wormhole is a theoretical connection between 2 points in space through a higher dimension. In essence, you can enter a wormhole from point A in space and exit from point B. Theoretically, wormholes can act as a means for interstellar travel, reaching out to the far edges of the universe. But how practical are wormholes? Do they even exist? Wormholes are extremely unstable. Here's the reason why. Wormholes are analogous to black holes, wherein both the gravity is infinitely dense, causing a warp in space-time. If general relativity is true, as we have tested it all along, then wormholes should exist in nature. Except if created, the infinite gravity at the center of the wormhole would cause it to collapse instantly, hence making it very unstable and short-lived. If we can somehow counteract gravity with an opposite force and control it, we will have a wormhole big enough and stable enough for exploration. The only force we know in the universe that exists as an opposite of gravity is dark energy, the negative energy of the universe, causing it to expand. Of course, this would require far more technology and understanding of science to create a stable wormhole. And even if we create one, how one can manipulate it to reach where we want is another matter. So there ends our pursuit of inter-universe travel for now. But who knows what the future holds? So this is a possibility of many ifs. If there is a multiverse, if there is a way they are connected in a higher dimension, if wormholes exist, and if human beings survive in the future to understand the mechanics of this, then we will become not just a space-faring civilization, but an interdimensional species.